What up, it's your boy Joe Solo back with another video, man. I just want to talk about that Bel-Air episodes 2 through 4. I watched those earlier today, so I just want to get my thoughts out about those, man. Once again, this show is excellent, bro. I love it. It is a perfect way to do a remake. If there was any show that is any comedy that is perfect to turn into a drama, Fresh Prince is that show, because as funny as that show is, they used to get deadly serious on a lot of stuff, man. So anyway, episode 2, this is fresh after Carlton and Will go to that party. Will had to put hands on him, you know what I'm saying, because Carlton pushed him in the pool. And I must say that the drama between Will and Carlton is really great. Carlton got jealous of Will talking to his ex. And man, it's just a great show, man, because it's like the drama between Will and Carlton, it's really not funny, bro. Like, they had that show, I mean, they had that drama on the show, but it's really not funny, man. Like Will is just trying to find his footing in this community, and Carlton is trying to keep Will from stealing his thunder. You know, he sees, you know, Will has that like infectious personality, that good personality that people that people connect to, man. So it's really great, man. And I must say that this drama playing out like this is really, really good, man. Like that's beef. Like that's dead ass beef, bro. And then you have Carlton's friend Connor, bro. I swear, I wish Will would put hands on this dude, bro. But again, you probably can't. I hate people that mess with you under the pretense that you're not gonna do anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, my dad's a judge, so you can't touch me. I remember he pulled his phone out with the I'm a restraining order on it. Like, bruh, under any other circumstance, bruh, you get your ass rubbed, bruh. I used to go to school with kids like this, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was in college, bruh, they just operate under the assumption that they won't get slapped. You know what I'm saying? Hate that shit, man. And then you have the issue with Carlton having a drug problem, which is crazy. He's just snorting coke everywhere. It's crazy. Now that made me think about the original show. He was doing drugs to kind of really it was Will that was doing drugs, because he was trying to keep up with like his busy schedule, and because remember, he was working a job, he had finals, he had basketball. So I'm thinking that's what they're doing with Carlton, because Carlton's busy. He has excellent grades. He's the lacrosse captain. He is the junior president at the school or whatever. So I'm thinking he's doing those drugs because he has a million things on his plate. So we'll just see how that goes. But you can already see he's going down a crazy path with those drugs, man. So that's crazy. So then we get back to Will. He's actually about to have his first day at Bel-Air Prep. Is it Bel-Air Academy or Bel-Air Prep? I don't know. I'll just call it Bel-Air Academy. But he's about to have his first day. He's just trying to find his way in this community. And I liked how Aunt Viv told him to, saying, you got to drop that knucklehead street shit, bruh. That ain't gonna get you nowhere, not even in this school, but even in life, bruh. You got to just let that shit go, man. I mean, it's a bigger world than your little ass neighborhood that you lived in Philly and shit. And I love how Aunt Viv was the one to kind of drop that gem on him. Like, look, just be yourself, just let that side out that people loved in Philly, man, that charm and that swag, man. And once you do that, man, you're going to be the king of that school, man. So I think that was real cool of Aunt Viv, because again, she's really the only person that can truly understand him, because, she's from Philly herself. So, she's removed from the streets. She hasn't been there probably in years, but again, I'm sure she remembers how that shit is for a young guy like Will. So I think that was a really cool moment between him and Aunt Viv. Then you have Hillary. You know what? I actually really like Hillary, man. She's not so ditzy as her counterpart on the original show. She's young. She's trying to find her way. She's trying to build a sort of cooking brand. She has a YouTube influence and things like that. She's trying to get on with this cooking brand, but they want her to tone down her food and everything. because it doesn't play to the target audience. Man, I hate that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Black folks always gotta tone themselves down for them, bro. Man, please stop it. You know what I'm saying? But I like how she's trying to find her way. She and Aunt Viv are clashing. I think that's a nice dynamic. It's not that Aunt Viv, means bad for her. It's just that, she's trying to push her to get these opportunities. But Hillary's like, look, if it doesn't feel right, I'm not going to do it, man. So now, one thing that I like about the show is that Will's homeboy back in Philly got shot. I mean, I don't like the fact that he got shot, but like, I like the fact that the drama back in Philly is still like a prominent thing in the story, because in the original show, they kind of, like, as soon as he got to LA, they just kind of did away with that story. Like, it really didn't come up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember he had one friend from Philly. I think it was DL Hughley was a guest star on the show. He was Will's homeboy from Philly, but in the original show, they kind of did away with that story. So I like how the drama back in Philly really didn't go away just because he moved to LA. And not only that, Will starts having flashbacks of getting pulled over. Now, that is real, bro. That is absolutely real. Getting pulled over, that's a traumatic thing, man. And you really understand that any wrong move you make, you could really get killed, bro. And that's real for any black person, bro. Like, I know, people out there, people are probably like, no, all you gotta do is comply, bro, and then you won't get shot or anything. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. But like, it's real, man. I've been pulled over myself many times, bro. I remember one time I got pulled over on the highway, and I was waiting for the police officer to come up, right? And I'm like, man, where is he at? So I finally turn around, and he was approaching from the passenger side, and he was walking up. He had his hand up here over his weapon, ready to draw. And I'm turning around. I'm like, yo, why did you walk up like that, bro? So that's real, man. I remember another time I got pulled over with my girl. We got pulled over downtown at a gas station. They had a car right there, like right over there and right over there, just covering. It was like a perimeter. It was like a perimeter that they set up. I was like, y'all needed all that just to pull us over and shit. Like, I don't know what y'all thought I was doing and shit. So it's real for people, man. Like, I hate how people try to dismiss what getting pulled over is like, especially for a black person. But anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic. You have Uncle Phil. Yo, I just want to say again that I love Uncle Phil. I also love that he's a hip hop fan, bruh. He had you can see it was like a huge collection of records and shit. I love that, man. That's so dope about Uncle Phil, bro. Just a cool ass dude. And then you see that he and Will's relationship is starting to grow. He sort of tells Will, like, look, man, just get out of your head. You can make that basketball team as soon as you get out of head, man. Or get out of your head, just do what you got to do. And then boom, man, their relationship is growing. They're outside shooting basketball. Carlton comes up and sees that. Now, even though Carlton, man, he's doing some bullshit, bro. He embarrassed Will on the first day of school at Bel-Air prep school or whatever. That was messed up, bro. Because look, I know we got our differences, bro, but don't fucking embarrass me in front of everybody, bro. Because he was like, yeah, why don't we sponsor an inner city school? That's where Will comes from. Like, that's messed up, bro. But like I said, Will was kind of backed into a corner, so he couldn't really deal with Carlton the way that he wanted to, the way that he was taught back in Philly, man. So that's just fucked up on Carlton's part, bro. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. We family. So, but I do understand that Carlton is becoming a little jealous of Will and his relationship with Uncle Phil, because Will, like, it's almost like Will can relate to Uncle Phil in a way that Carlton can't, right? Because even though obviously Carlton is Uncle Phil's son, I mean, obviously he loves his son. I would never say that he doesn't, but it's like Will and Uncle Phil, they sort of have a connection in the fact that they both came up, whereas Carlton was kind of handed things and he's a rich kid, you know what I'm saying? So So I do understand that, man. I mean, that would be painful to see, Will getting close to Uncle Phil. And meanwhile, Carlton's just feeling pissed and shit. But at the same time, man, I think Uncle Phil can see that, Will needs help, so, what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes you got to sacrifice a little bit for family. But I do understand what Carlton's going through, man. So I will give him that pass. So also with Uncle Phil, he's beginning to be questioned about his connection to the community because he's running for district attorney. He's having to do like stops in a campaign. He had a radio interview. People are asking him how rich he is. Like, man, why would I vote for this motherfucker, man? He got all this money. He don't care about us. And Uncle Phil has to show like, man, I'm just one of y'all. But again, his, with the heights that he's reached, that's understandable that people would have those kind of questions, man, because he's like mega rich, bro. He's like Johnny Cochran rich, bro. Like, this dude is huge. And, it's hard for people like that, especially black people, to connect to the community like that. So I think that was, so I think that's a pretty cool thing. Now, episode 2 had a strong ending, bro. I love the ending to episode 2. So Will kind of finds his swag on the basketball court. He goes out there and he balls out, makes the basketball team. And then he runs into Carlton in the athletic room. And Carlton's like, "What are you doing here? This is only for athletes." And he was like, "I am an athlete. I'm on a basketball team." And him and Carlton get into it again. Again, this is great drama, bro. Carlton was like, "Yeah, you're just he said, "Yeah, you're another kid that's used basketball to get ahead in life." And Will was like, "Look, man, I already know what you're trying to do, bro, but you scared. You scared I'm gonna take over your school and mess with all your girls that thought you was cool. Like, damn, that's fucked up, bro. But it's real though, because Will has a natural kind of swag, a natural like cool personality that just draws people to him. And you let loose a guy like that in a place like Bel-Air Academy, bro, he about to be pulling all the chicks, man. Like, and it's just like, damn. So Carlton is seeing his sort of power base that he had. He's seeing it crumbling before his eyes, man. Slowly but surely, man. So, but again, that's just excellent drama between Will and Carlton, man. So I think that was just excellent, man. So once again, great episode. This is an excellent show, man. So anyway, I'm gonna just end it right there. On to episode 3. Now, on to episode 3. I forgot to mention at the end of episode 2, Will, they find drugs in Will's book bag. Turns out Connor put them in there. Oh, bro, I was mad as fuck because I was like, I know Carlton didn't do that, bro. I know Carlton didn't do that to his cousin, man. But turns out it was Connor. But it never actually comes out that Connor did it because Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv go up to the school and nobody actually went over the tapes, over the surveillance footage. So they just went ahead and let it go. But I'm thinking that's going to come out later, man, that Connor set him up like that. But Connor, that motherfucker deserves a couple left hooks, bro. I just hate when people like you can tell people who ain't never been in a fight before because they just act a fool. And they really think that you won't slap the shit out of them, bro, but they deserve it so much, man. Now we have the return of the Inside Out Blazer, which is an iconic moment from the original show. Will is hanging out with Lisa and she spills mustard on his blazer, so he turns it inside out, crispy. Even the Inside Out Blazer just works with his swag, man. He's like an outsider from Philly. Everything he does is just like against the grain, so he wears the Inside Out Blazer. So that's just another thing that just enhances him. So Will is just catching dubs everywhere, bro. So in this episode, we get a little more about Uncle Phil's past. I was wondering what they were going to do with his past, like his origin story. Turns out he's from Yamacraw, North Carolina. I've never even heard of that. I had to look that up. But it is a real community. It does exist. He worked his way up to law school. And so during the episode, he takes Will and Carlton to a fish fry or a crawfish fry with his frat, and he lets Will and Carlton sort of volunteer at the frat. And while they're there, Uncle Phil hangs out with his old frat brothers, but they start to question him because it's like he hasn't been around them or spoke to them in a long time. He hasn't kept up with the brothers because he's been so busy with not only his law career, but also obviously his family. So they're like, man, you want us to support you, but you haven't been supporting us. So that was a nice story. And then and they think he just like abandoned the brothers and things like that. So Will overhears that and helps him to find his swag back. And they do the step show at the end of the episode. There are some hills in here. Like, I don't know. That shit was dope. I love step shows and shit like that. So I like the dynamic between Will and Carlton. They're at least starting to tolerate each other. I like that. I like the part about Carlton trying to find the older guy that was going to get him into an internship, and because just like in the original show, Carlton wants to go to Princeton, and Will was like, "Don't worry, bro. I mean, you're rich. You can get in there, you know what I'm saying, because of your parents' money." And Carlton was like, "Look, I don't want everything handed to me, man." So I think that was cool about Carlton's character, man. He's a hard worker. He's going to get it from the ground up. He just doesn't want to go to Princeton just because of who his dad is, you know what I mean? So I think that was cool that Carlton wants to do it for himself. He wants to get there on his own merit. So that was cool. And then once again, Hillary and Aunt Viv continue to clash about her future. Hillary is just really just trying to find her way, man. And she doesn't want to get a job either. You can see that. I mean, a lot of us just don't want to get a job. Man, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about millennials, like not wanting to get a job? At least in my experience, I think we all saw our parents work jobs for 50 years and just be happy about it. And we look at that and we're like, hell nah, I'm not working no job for 40 damn years. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, bro. My mom worked somewhere for 33 years. And I look at that and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But like, I would give my mom all the respect for that. I commend her for doing that because her doing that gave us a good life. But what I mean by that is, I can't imagine myself staying in one place for 33 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy to think that, you know what I mean? Like it probably like not only to my mom, but like the older generation, you know, back in those days, they got jobs and they were happy to stay at those damn jobs. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Once again, I want to get back to Uncle Phil and Will about the step show. It's a dope step show. But again, that's another L for Carlton, bro, because he sees Will and Uncle Phil bonding again, because again, it's a connection that he does not have with his father. Carlton is not grabbing a mic and say, yo, show me you still got it, Yamacraw. You know, Carlton is not going to do that. And then finally, we have the drama with Will's basketball game and Carlton's lacrosse team. It's Will's first basketball game with Bel-Air Academy since joining the team, and Carlton has a lacrosse game. The family is actually going to split time between going to Will's game and Carlton's lacrosse game. But Will's basketball game, his debut with the team, it becomes really intense. So, and to their credit, you know, Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv and Hillary, they really was like, yo, we got to go to Carlton's game. But they were like, yo, this is too intense. You know what I mean? And so Will is balling. He's really coming into his own. Meanwhile, Carlton is just all messed up. He's pissed that nobody's there supporting him. So he's just really out there alone. So Carlton's really feeling left out, man. So I get that, man. Will has come and kind of turned everything upside down. Nobody's there watching him, and he's just pissed off. I'm sure he probably, snorted some coke before the game or some shit. So it's just too much going on, man. So Carlton gets kicked out the game. He cusses out the ref. Then he goes over to the gym. And the final seconds of the game, of Will's basketball game, are counting down. Will hits a big shot. Everybody's cheering for Will. You know, the basketball team grabs him and they're cheering. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So once again, it's a big L for Carlton. He's just taking L's left and right as far as Will. He goes to the locker room and snorts a whole bunch of that shit, man. And it's just crazy. Like it's just going down, man. So you can tell like that drug issue is going to come up. I wonder if he's going to overdose in the future or some shit. So it's just a lot going on, man. So now, finally, at the end of the episode, I like the fact that the drama back in Philly is catching up to Will. The drug dealer that he pointed the gun at, they found him on the internet, bro. That's crazy. And I think that's dope, man, because this isn't the 90s, bro, where you can just disappear. Because usually, like if you go from Philly to LA on the other side of the country, you're going to disappear, right? But nowadays with like, you know, the internet and Instagram and Facebook, you know what I'm saying? You can find people, you know what I'm saying? You might go somewhere, but I still know where you at. And I was like, oh shit. So I'm like, man, like, are they about to send some goons over there to go see Will? So just a great ending to the episode. So I'm gonna leave it there. On to episode 4. So episode 4 was really good. Will is hanging out with Lisa out in the parking lot of school, and it shows this dude following Will. He had a tattoo on his neck. I was like, oh snap. I said, man, those Philly goons found Will already. Like, damn, that shit crazy, bro. And I was like, damn, like I know they ain't send somebody over that fast. Whatever. So Will decides to confide in Jeffrey. Well, Jeffrey already knew actually, but Will decides to confide in Jeffrey that the goons over in Philly are coming to deal with him, you know what I'm saying? And Jeffrey's like, nah, man, just, you know what I'm saying? Just let me handle it, bro. We ain't got to say nothing to your aunt and uncle. Just let me take care of it. And I'm like, yo, bro, Jeffrey got goons, bro. Bro, I knew Jeffrey was a street guy. I knew it. Cause he's definitely not a butler. He's like a bodyguard or something like that, man. He's like if you ever seen if you ever seen a Godfather, he's like Tom Hagen. He's like a consigliere, you know what I'm saying? just crazy, man. I love Jeffrey's character. Plus he got swag, bro. Man, his suits be fresh, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes me think he's one of those Jamaican gangsters. Like Bumba Clot, real thing, said. Now, Hillary, her story is starting to become really cool. She wants to move into an influencer house. I actually had to look that up, man. And those really exist. It's when a bunch of YouTubers and social media personalities move in together. Like they get a house and they get really nice houses. But like I said, I looked it up, and Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they have their own houses. Even gamers like a gamer teams get together and buy houses. And they just, you know, they just do whatever they do. They play games, they make content, just do that stuff all day. I mean, I guess it makes sense, bro. But the houses they get are super, super nice, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm too old to be living in them motherfuckers, but but really, man, like that's the power of social media, bro. Like social media, the money you can make and the fame that some people, like, I'm not going to say everybody because everybody want to be famous and shit, but the heights that you can potentially reach from social media, man, shit is powerful, man. Truly, truly powerful. And then we have Aunt Viv wanting to get back into painting. So I think that's pretty cool, man, because I hate when you know, it always sucks when somebody has to give up their passion. She kind of had to fall back when the kids were born and she became an art history teacher. That made me think of her famous dance episode where she went back to this dance class to prove that she could still do it. And then she passes out at the end of the episode. So that was a classic episode. Back to the Philly issue. The drug dealer ends up dead, bro. So again, Jeffrey got hitters over in Philly. Man, that shit is crazy, man. Excellent show, bro. But and then finally we have Will and Carlton. They go door to door to register people to vote for Uncle Phil. Carlton is coming at it the conservative way. He's like, yeah, come on and vote for Uncle Phil. And everybody's, you know, come on and vote for my father. And it's funny, everybody's like, man, why would I vote for that nigga? Man, that nigga really ain't doing enough for me. Da, da, da. And then Will is able to connect with people, so I think that's a nice dynamic between them. Will and Carlton's relationship is starting to evolve. They're not friends yet, but they're kind of they're starting to at least be able to tolerate each other. They're seeing each other from each other's point of view. Carlton, once again, he questions Will about what's the reason that he's there. So nobody really knows why he's there, and I think that's going to be crazy when that comes out. And then Will invites everybody to the skating rink, everybody that he registered to vote to the skating rink. And Uncle Phil has a chance to show everybody that he's still connected to the people. He's there to work for the people. So just a great episode, man. So I'm gonna just end it right there, man. Once again, I love this show. I cannot wait for more, bro. I'm sick of this, like these increment episodes. Only give us 4 episodes, bro. Just put the whole season on there and let us binge it. That's lame, bro. So anyway, I'm gonna end it right here. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll be back with more videos. Please like and subscribe, and until then, see y'all in the next video. Peace. It's time.